Friends and family, what's up? It's Jose. Today, I want to talk about using your credit, specifically bank transfers, to help you get out of debt, fix problems, and pay off your loans a little bit faster. Save some money, which is the biggest thing. Now, with bank transfers, that's something I learned about when I was younger because I accrued a lot of debt because I was broken. I was using my credit cards a lot to fund my lifestyle, traveling, buying certain clothes. Even though I was very frugal, I had to use credit cards to kind of survive. Now with credit cards come with a lot of headache, a lot of debt, and it can really drown you fast if you're not responsible. It can put you in a big problem. Now with me, fortunately, I wasn't that crazy into debt, but I still utilized bank transfers to help me get out of that debt faster and save a lot of money. So what I did was I utilized bank transfers to get credit cards to help pay off debt faster at 0% interest. Now, bank transfer specifically is basically a loan you're pulling from your credit card with zero interest for at least 12 months. Some do 9, 10, generally it's 12 months. New credit cards try to get you to sign up. New credit card companies try to get you to sign up to get a credit card to do a bank transfer, and they say, hey, zero interest for 18 months, which is great. So basically you get a loan that most of the time they'll just charge you a small fee of 3%, 4%, and you'll basically get money, pay that one-time fee, and you have 12 to 18 months with zero interest. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples of how those things save you money. So I'm going to switch over to my laptop, do a quick screen share, give me 1 second, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. All right, we're about to get this started now. 3, 2, 1. So now, on my screen here, you're gonna see I have here a sample using $6,000. Now, if you have $6,000 in credit card debt, most likely you are at, if you're anywhere north of 17 to 25, 29% interest, which is high, you're gonna be paying a lot of money in interest fees per month. And basically, you're gonna be paying the minimum payment or paying a good amount of money towards the debt, but they're gonna take their fee, and that's how credit cards make their money, banking on you to take forever to pay your credit cards down. And this sample here, utilizing bank transfers, I'm gonna show you how you can save a significant amount of money. So let me just run through this real quick. So for instance, you have a credit card, right? And you have $6,000 in debt on that credit card. Now, on average, let's say your interest is about 120 bucks, which is, more or less could be 100 bucks, whatever it is. But for this example, it's 120 that you're paying in interest every single month. Your minimum payment is probably, 200 bucks, whatever it may be. But you want to be diligent and you want to make an additional payment, and now you're paying $300 a month. So here's what happens. You pay your $300 a month, right? The credit card company is charging you a interest fee of $120, which will go down every single time you make a payment. You'll get lower and lower, but let's consider this a flat rate for now. That means you're paying to the principal loan $180 out of that $300. That's roughly 60%, which is all right, but that's still a lot of your money is gone. So here's what happens. In that 12 months, the credit card company is gonna make $1,400, maybe, probably less because it amortizes and goes down. But they're gonna make $1,400 in that 12-month span, okay? You're gonna sit here and pay $2,160. So you're gonna have a remaining balance of $3,840. So if you think about it, this $300 here per month, you're actually paying $3,600, but you're only paying $2,100 towards the actual balance, which is a lot of money. A lot of money that you're actually not paying to the credit card. So you still have a high balance of $3,800. Now here's how a bank transfer would help you. So I use, Bank of America. They have great incentives. So I utilize my Bank of America card and I'll say, hey, you know what, Bank of America, I want to do a bank transfer. I need to use $6,000 on this credit card that I have a zero balance on because I'm very diligent. I don't use those other credit cards. Let me get that $6,000, plug it straight into my checking account. And this, you gotta be disciplined. Don't be like, hey, let me get a little dinner afterwards. No, you go ahead and just take that $6,000, pay it straight to the credit card. They're gonna charge you $180 or 200 bucks if it's 4%. $240 if it's 4%. but that's $180 at 3%, okay? Now, you're not paying any interest for 12 months, zero. So this $120 that the bank was making or the other credit card was making is now going straight to your principal. So your $300 monthly payment is gonna go straight into the actual final balance for 12 months. So for 12 months, you're not paying any interest. You're saving this $1,400, give or take, and you're putting $3,600 straight to the actual debt of the card. Now, your remaining balance will be $2,400 plus this $180 fee here, which will give you a total of $2,580, which is not that bad. So that right here is the difference. Let me actually fix my math here. Let me subtract C3. So roughly, that's $1,200. Let's round it down to $1,100 that you're going to save because you're not paying that money in interest and you're putting it straight towards the actual credit card. Like, that's awesome. So now you just pay less here on this part. Now, if you want to not do another balance transfer and rinse and repeat, at least you're paying $2,400 or you save $1,100 on that first year, which is a huge savings, guys. That's a lot of money, man. Credit cards, big credit card banks and that offer credit cards, they make their money on a lot of people. You know, it's sad, but you have to learn how to scheme and how to actually make this work for you. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of how you utilize it for your school loans. So check it out. We're here on your school loans, right? Same exact total. All right, your loan amount is $6,000. Let me actually zero that out, I'm so sorry. Your monthly interest fee on your school loans, you're paying $30 in interest, but you know what? Your monthly payment you're making is $200, right? So that means you have a difference of $170 that is going straight to principal, but that $30, the school loan is making that because your interest rate is probably, 5 to 7%. They're making the $30 a month, but they've been making that money for years, right? So here's what's gonna happen. You're giving the bank $360 a year. Obviously, it's gonna be a little less because of the amortization on the loan, but you're gonna be left with a remaining balance here of $3,960 on average. Now, if you do a bank transfer, same exact formula. You pay a 3% fee, right? You're paying $200 a month, zero in interest in 12 months. You actually pay $2,400 instead of only paying, a little bit less than $2,000 or about $2,000. Granted, here you're only making a savings of $180, but $180 that's a whole nother school loan payment, right? So why wouldn't you save $180? Even if it's $100, that's $100 more in your pocket. You take that $100, you put it towards your cell phone bill, put it into your savings, or even just apply another payment on there. And then, rinse and repeat and try to save as much money as possible. So this one is not huge savings, but still $180, $150, $140, it's still money saved in your pocket. And every dollar matters, especially when you're broke. And then last thing, I financed a Harley. So I'm giving the example of a Harley Davidson, similar numbers, right? So loan amount is $6,000 remaining. One-time fee here, one-time fee here of $180. Monthly interest I'm paying is $30, but my monthly payment is $350. So similar results. I'm gonna sit here and pay a total of $360 a year to Harley Davidson because I finance it from them. But you know what? I want to save some of that money. So even if I save, again, $180, $150, that's $150 in my pocket. Hey, that's my insurance payment for 2 months. Things like that can really help you save money. So utilize bank transfers, right? Call your credit cards if you have a zero balance and ask them, hey, what are the terms that you guys have for balance transfers? Some offer 4% of the actual amount you're borrowing. Some do 3%. I haven't seen 2%, but who's to say it's not out there? But the terms and the time frame actually help you out. So if a bank offers you 18 months, that's 18 months of zero interest, you can really save a lot of money with that. So just be responsible with this. If you're not responsible, you think you have some leeway and you want to buy yourself something nice because you have extra cash in the bank now because you took a loan out, that's not the way to go. You got to be smart, Be diligent, be disciplined, and just take that money and put it straight towards the actual debt that you owe. And follow the game plan. Create, set your monthly payment and keep it going. If you want to pay more than what you're actually paying, which I recommend for any kind of debt you have, never pay the minimum balance. Paying the minimum balance is a fucking trap. You'll be stuck forever, and that's the last thing that you want. So guys, I recommend, do your research. If you have good credit, banks will offer you balance transfers if you have good availability on your credit cards, and try to save as much money as possible, because these banks are making a killing on you owing money. Like, let's be smart. Let's try to utilize the banks for what they offer, and try to limit their income by increasing your savings. So be smart, try it out. This is what I did in my life. If you want to try it out, it's on you. I'm not saying, hey, do this and it's gonna work, and don't leave me a message saying, hey, Jose, I did this and now I'm in debt. Well, it's something that you did wrong. This is a strategy that I implemented in my life from my experiences, and has worked and has helped me out tremendously on a lot of different things. And, just gotta be smart. So please, give it a shot, do your research first, be smart, and try to save some money. If you even save $200 in a year, that's $200 in your pocket that you didn't have the year before. Try these strategies out. Look at credit cards that have great incentives, but be smart, have good credit, improve your credit, and most of all, save as much money as possible. All right, guys, so hopefully this video showed you a little bit about bank transfers. If I said something wrong, my apologies. I'm not being an expert, but this is just my life hacks. So give it a shot. Why not? Peace out.